All right, I'm watching this Bills game, and they're struggling with the Browns. And the last couple of weeks, you see Dallas lost, you see Philly had their first loss. This is a time of the season where a lot of teams are separating from the real teams, and obviously teams that are imposters, whether they're great records but they won't make it to the Super Bowl or even make it deep in the playoffs. Whether Bills will make it, who knows? But two things are true. If you cannot stop the run, and you cannot run the ball this late in the season, specifically going into the playoffs, you will not be able to sustain a winning record. Last few weeks, the Bills have struggled stopping the run. They gave up Dalvin Cook's 119 yards, gave Jets 170 yards, and running the ball has been the key to the Bills' demise. They won't do it. They won't even attempt to run the ball at a high rate. And then the games they struggle, they actually can't stop the run. So whether it's Dallas or Philly gave up 150 yards to Washington and that was their first loss, late in the season, the biggest thing is if you cannot do two things and run the ball and stop the run, you will not get anywhere. It's cute to be able to pass the ball for 300 yards a game and have wildcat different plays and stuff like that, trick plays, screens and stuff like that. But football has been the same for 50, 60 years. They have a few outliers. Obviously, the Rams won the Super Bowl with passing the ball pretty much at a high rate. Obviously, had the Colts a couple of years. But to win in this league and sustain solid records, you have to be able to run the ball effectively. Even if you don't run it, you don't have to run it 50 times a game, or 50% of the time, but you have to be able to run the ball and you have to be able to stop the run. If not, you will get nowhere. You have a great record and you'll be out in the first week. You'll be out in the second week. Or you won't even make the playoffs. You can this year, 9-7, 10 and 7, whatever your situation is. You might get a good record, but you're not going anywhere. So it's just interesting to watch these teams, have good records and then get late in the season and they give up 100 yards, 200 yards. Dallas gave up 200 yards to the Packers. And if these big teams don't understand that you can't do the two simple things, run the ball, stop the run, even though you have a great wide receiver, a great quarterback, you still have to do the fundamentals correctly. And the fundamentals of football are running the ball and stopping the run. And it's not going to change whether you get Patrick Mahomes back there, whether you get the biggest or best wide receiver. The game is still going to be the game. And you still have to do the fundamentals right. And that's simple. Peace.